morning, hello. Today it's apples and signwriting. Okay, let's go.
This is where I should belong, inside a simple song, running careless down the line, beyond the brink of time.
John Neal here, hello. In the garden, it's Sunday the 10th of October 2021 and the apples are ready and there's been a good crop. So I've got so many, I've given quite a few away. I've frozen some and I've cooked some and frozen them, and I'm going to put a number of them outside the front on the road so that people can take them. Did it last year and there's a lot of school kids go by because we have a big school opposite the road, and I think they appreciate them. So I'm going to set up a little stall, free apples, so it needs a sign painting. And one of the gang, Tom in the USA, said that was a sign to be followed when I wrote the last one for the charity do, so the busking. So I felt a bit mean, so I thought, yeah, okay, I'll do another sign, which I need to do now, and I'll show you the painting of that. It's a very simple one, but there we go.
Trying to wake up from a dream is harder than it seems.
Before we move on, let's just have a look at one or two things I would just like to point out. That first of all, we got these marigolds, which they're a bigger version, and they've been very, very successful. They've done a lovely show here. Very pleased with those. And all these pots, by the way, are from a friend who's reorganising her garden, and she inherited all these ceramic pots, which I absolutely love, so not sure what to do with them yet. Another good flower always is this begonia. Look at this, quite a soft leaf plant. It'll hit by the frost, get hit quite easily, but really nice. Oh, and by the way, if you're saying to me, John, look, dead head, get these dead heads off, oh, I could do that all day and every day. I have done a lot, but yeah, I know they need deadheading, but they'll be interesting to see how long they last, actually. And over here, I just love this. It's a morning glory, and this is a blue one. You can have other colours, and I might get some seed to do with other ones. And it so happens that this archway has really served its purpose. Really supported this wisteria, which goes up here and then over the arch. And this side I've got some sweet peas, which are now the same colour as the morning glory. They're all going to seed lot, which is they need taking off as well, so I'm a little bit behind here. But these flowers of the morning glory are really very, very nice.
Trying to wake up from a dream.
A quick comment about tomatoes. These money makers, as they're called, have done very well, actually, and they're still coming on. But there is, you can see a bit of fungus on here and over there. So luckily I missed most of the fungus, and the tomatoes have been not too bad. I had some other here which were much later, and they didn't quite make it, so I think I'm going to have to throw those away, but otherwise not too bad. Down at the bottom of the garden here we have the remains of the orchard that was part of the grounds of the house over the back here, and our house has been built in those grounds. And these three trees here, this is a pear tree, an apple tree, which I'm going to take from today, and the bottom tree, which is a cooking apple tree, they have produced some very good apples this year, and I'm going to pick some and put them out the front. Now this tree here is apparently called a cat's face. We checked them out, and they are, as you can see, fairly prolific, and when they catch the sun they go a nice red colour, and I think change flavour. you can see one or two here that have actually turned. So let's get some of these down, and there's a nice red one, and see what they're like. To get the apples down, I'm going to use this apple picker, which is this basket thing on the end of a pole, and the pole, as you can see, extends quite nicely, and it's very, very useful. I should have bought one of these many years ago. I had this a couple of years now, and it works very well.
Trying to wake up from a dream is harder than it seems. Birds are flying all around, some fall and hit the ground. This is where I should belong, inside a simple song.
Can I just show you what we've got here? This is the apple. It's called a cat's face. I don't know quite why does that look like a cat face, but when you cut them, the flesh is really quite white, and they taste okay, even like this. Once they've been in the sun, they've got a bit of a red touch to the skin, which is starting to get. It tastes even better. So yeah, last year people did like them and took them away, and one little girl came to the door with her dad and said, "Thank you very much for the apples." So yeah, eat well, serve the community. That's what it is, serving the community, and getting rid of some of the apples as well. Okay. Well, I better go and paint the little label for them so people are happy to take them away, and they're for free.
I don't know where I wanna go, but I swear to...
These are the ones I've just picked, and when they catch the sun, which these have over the last few days, they go this beautiful red colour. Very nice. So I'll put these out first actually, and these out later. But let's get the little sign painted up. A bit of space, that'll do. This is the board I'm going to use, only a small one, that's all we need. That was the strawberries. For those who don't know, this will be the black masonry paint, smooth black masonry paint, and this is going to last me for years, plenty of it. You do need a glove on. It's water based, so it's okay. We've got a little bit of a heat wave on again, and I think it's about at least 15 degrees, which is, for us, is very nice. Rollers, always useful. Dip that in, put it over. Probably going to need a couple of coats, and I'll do one side and the other. Just hold that face off the face. And the roller is very useful for doing edges, which is always awkward with the brush. So I recommend the roller for that, nothing else. And within minutes that will be dry. Let's just get all those. Yeah, come back. It's not too much. So let's just leave that to dry. Be back in a bit. Two things have happened. One, I've moved the camera up so you can see my face, and secondly, it's dry. And that's been, I bet you that's less than a minute. So put another coat on, and that's all we need for this face that I'm going to write on. So let's just leave that to stand and dry, and I'll go and get the pens. Even though this is quite a simple little sign, it's just going to say free apples, but even with that you can consider the design. The word free, I want to make it a little bit free and easy, and a little bit on an angle, put it in capitals, put some dots around it, make it look jump out, and then simply the word apples. So That little contrast will do. Might put a border around it. Look fine. Got to make sure that if I'm going to stick it in something, I don't use the bottom of this. I might need a little bit of space there, or possibly stick it on a stick of some sort. Right, what do I need from here? I'm going to use this medium-ish size one. It's 8mm Posca. Or shall I use green? Yes! Let's use some green. It's dry. Right, apples, free apples, free apples. You best shake this with the top on. Do that, it can go everywhere if you're not careful. And then just, yeah, that's good. Right, free apples. I'm going to do this going slightly at an angle. F-R-D-R-E. I do sort of know how big it's going to be and whether it's going to fit in, so we should be okay. And I'll go right to the edge, and then I can put the border cutting into the letters as well, which will look interesting. So, I'll fill that space with that. Now the word apples. I could put a line across, but I think I'll manage without. Let's put, let's see. And I'll put some green dots around there. Basically, that's it. Might put a little border around it. And that's it.